Before you retire, you'll need to answer one question. Can your 401k actually replace your paycheck, or are you heading for a surprise pay cut in retirement? I got this exact question in the comments. It said, "My husband is turning 60 years old and he has a 401k with his employer. The plan is to work until he is 67 years old because of Social Security. We're looking at how much Social Security he will be eligible to draw and want to get out enough money from the 401k to equal what his take-home pay is now. How would we figure that out?" Now, if you've ever wondered the same thing, this video is for you. Most people run this backwards and only find out at 67 that the math doesn't work. So I'm going to show you the one simple check that helps you avoid that. I'm Tom, a fee-only certified financial planner, and by the end of this video, you'll have a 3-number checklist you can run in about 10 minutes to see if your 401k or TSP can realistically replace your paycheck. So here's what I'm going to go over today: how a retirement paycheck actually works, the 3-number paycheck checkup, a real example based on that comment, and what to do if the numbers don't look good yet. So grab a pen and a piece of paper if you can, because we're going to write 3 numbers down together. So right now, your paycheck looks like this. Your employer pays you, taxes come out, 401k or TSP contributions come out, and then health insurance comes out, etc. Then what hits your bank account is your real paycheck. Now in retirement, there's no employer, right? Your retirement paycheck usually comes from a mix of Social Security, maybe a pension, withdrawals from a 401k, TSP, IRAs, or maybe part-time work or other income. Those pieces together have to cover your monthly spending. Now here's the mistake. Most people start with, "I've got X dollars in my 401k. Is that enough?" And that's backwards. That's how you get caught with unexpected surprises at 67. So instead, we're going to flip it and work from your paycheck backwards. On your paper, write down 3 lines: your target monthly take-home in retirement, expected Social Security at the age you plan to claim, and your needed or projected income from 401k, TSP, or IRAs. Once you have those, the question becomes, is my 401k big enough to safely fill the gap between number 1 and number 2? Now, there's one big question that this back of the napkin math misses that can bite you if you ignore it. And we'll hit that right after we run through the basic numbers. Let's use a simple, realistic version of that comment we talked about earlier. Say your husband is 60 now, wants to retire at 67, and his take-home pay right now is about $4,000 per month after taxes and deductions. Step 1 is your target retirement paycheck. Look at 3 months of your bank statements and average what actually lands from the paycheck. Then ask, if we're not saving for retirement anymore, maybe the mortgage is lower or gone, what do we actually need to live the way we want? Let's say you decide you'd be comfortable with $3,500 per month in today's dollars. On your paper, next to line 1, write target take home in retirement, $3,500 a month. Step 2 is Social Security. So go to ssa.gov, pull up your statement, and look at the estimate for age 67. Let's say his benefit at 67 is $2,200 per month before taxes. Write down Social Security at 67, $2,200 a month. Now the gap you need your 401k TSP to fill is your target $3,500 minus $2,200 for Social Security equals $1,300 per month or $15,600 per year. Step 3 is to turn your 401k balance into income. Now, a common starting point is a 3.5% to 4% withdrawal rate. That means roughly 3.5% to 4% of your savings per year as starting income. So if you need $15,600 per year from your 401k, at 4%, $15,600 divided by 0.04 is about $390,000 needed. At 3.5%, $15,600 divided by 0.035 is about $445,000 needed. So ballpark, if his 401k at 67 is around $400,000 to $450,000, you're in the right neighborhood. Now, let's flip it around a bit here. Suppose by 67, his 401k has grown to $500,000. Well, 4% of $500,000 equals $20,000 per year, or about $1,667 per month. Add that to Social Security. $1,667 from the 401k, plus $2,200 from Social Security equals $3,867 per month before taxes. That's above your $3,500 target. So on paper, that works. If today at 60, he has $250,000 in the 401k, and you're adding about $10,000 per year in contributions, and it grows at a modest 6%, by 67, that's roughly $460,000. 4% of that is about $18,400 per year, or around $1,500 per month plus Social Security. Now, this is rough math, but you can see how the pieces start to fit together. Now, what are we sweeping under the rug here, right? What are we missing? What are we ignoring? Well, there's taxes. The traditional 401k or TSP withdrawals are taxable, so your spendable income will be lower than the gross numbers I just walked through. And then there's the markets. The 4% rule is a guideline. It's definitely not a guarantee. And retiring into a bad market can have a very different outcome than retiring into a great market. And then there's also inflation. Your $3,500 target today won't buy the same basket of stuff in 7 to 10 years. And finally, there's longevity. Planning for a 20-year retirement versus a 30-year retirement changes how aggressive you can be with your investments. So use this checklist as a planning tool to help keep everything realistic and avoid surprises down the road. Now, real quick, if you're running these numbers and thinking, man, I have no idea how to factor in taxes, inflation, and what happens if the market crashes right when we retire, well, that's literally what I help people with. So if you're within about 10 years of retirement and want me to run this with your pay stubs, your Social Security statements, and your 401k or your TSP, there's a link below to book a value call below, and we'll walk through it together. All right, so let's finish this out. Here's how to interpret what you just calculated. If your projected 401k or TSP balance at retirement is at or above that $400,000 to $450,000 range, in this example, using a 3.5% to 4% withdrawal rate, you're probably in the ballpark. If you're far below what you'll need to fill the gap, you have three main options here: save more, work longer, or plan to spend less. If you're 5 to 10 years away, little changes matter a lot. If you're 0 to 2 years away, the focus shifts to getting brutally honest about spending, dialing in the claiming age for Social Security, and designing a withdrawal rate that doesn't blow up if the first few years of retirement are rocky. And again, if you're a federal employee, this exact framework still works. You just plug in your TSP, your first pension, and Social Security instead of only a 401k. So after this video, here's what I'd actually do. Write down your target. Look at 3 months of net pay hitting your bank, decide what you realistically want in retirement, and write that as your target monthly paycheck. Pull your Social Security statement. So go to SSA.gov, create an account, and note the benefit at the age you're planning to claim. Then gather your balances. So log in your 401k, TSP, IRAs, write down your total retirement savings today and how much you're adding each year. Then run the gap. Target income minus Social Security and a pension if you have one, and see what has to come from your savings and divide by 0.035 or 0.04. And then adjust one lever. So if there is a gap, don't panic. Pick one of the 3 options to move this year. Increase your savings, push retirement back a bit, or trim down your spending and redefine what comfortable means in retirement. And then rerun this once a year. That way, if you're drifting off course, you can catch it early while you can and still do something about it. So the big takeaway I want to leave you with is retirement is not about a magic 401k number. It's about building a paycheck you control from Social Security, pensions, savings, and spending. No matter what the market does or who's in office, no one is going to care about your retirement paycheck more than you do. The earlier you run this math, the fewer unexpected surprises you'll have later on. So I hope that was helpful. Hit subscribe for more step-by-step retirement videos. And if you're within 10 years of retirement and want help turning your 401k or TSP into a paycheck you can't outlive, there's a link below to book a call with me and we'll go through your actual numbers together. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.